Dear students, Hari Om Namaskaram. Today we are going to learn earthquake. Students, what is an earthquake? What is an earthquake? The sudden shaking of the earth caused by internal forces of the earth is called the earthquake. It originates from the interior of the earth and the point of origin is called the focus. The point on the surface of the earth exactly above the focus is called the epicenter. The earthquake sent shock waves all around and caused widespread destruction to life and property. Dear students, how to measure earthquakes? How to measure earthquakes? Okay, the science that deals with earthquakes is called seismology, and the earthquake scientists are called seismologists. They are experts who study the pattern of the earthquakes. Students, very important one. Seismograph is the instrument which records the intensity of the earthquake waves. American seismologist Charles Richter designed the Richter scale. It was invented in 1935. The Richter scale has the range of 0 to 9. The Richter scale clearly states that the force of the earthquake is 10 times greater than that of the previous one if there is an increase of 1 point. Student, very important one. All the earthquakes that measure 6 and above are termed as destructive. According to an estimate, 1 million earthquakes are recorded every year. Students, now we are going to learn seismic waves. Students, what are seismic waves? What are seismic waves? Students, the vibration of an earthquake spread out as concentric waves from the focus. These vibrations are called seismic waves. The intensity of the earthquake is maximum near its epicenter. The surface of the earth can shake due to movements of the lithospheric plates, volcanic eruptions, or even bomb explosions. Students, accordingly, there are three major types of waves. Primary or P waves, secondary or S waves, surface waves or L waves. Primary waves. The fastest and foremost waves are primary waves or P waves, which also called as bush waves. These waves generally travel at a speed of about 6 km as per second. Small displacements are caused by these waves. Secondary waves. The secondary waves or S waves arrive after the primary waves. They are also termed as S waves or shock waves. The rate of primary wave is higher than that of secondary waves. A strong shaking action is produced by S waves. They do not pass through liquids. Next, surface waves. Surface waves travel over the surface of the earth. They are the last to arrive. Most of the damage is caused by these waves as they are very powerful. Their effect is not observed at great tsunami. The word tsunami is a Japanese term meaning harbor waves. It is adapted to describe large seismically generated sea waves caused by earthquakes, submarine explosion, and landslides. Students, very important one. These waves travel at a great speed, more than 500 km per hour, and the length of the waves exceeds 600 km. These waves reach to a height of more than 15 meters near the seashore and are capable of causing destruction along the coastal area. Students, very important one, our India, the 2004 Indian Ocean earthquake that caused tsunami is the sixth deadliest natural disaster which traveled at a speed of 600 km per hour with an estimated death toll of 280,000. The earthquake, which occurred near Indonesia at 00.58 hours, took nearly 7 hours to reach Chennai. It was the result of the Indo-Australian plate subducting below the Europe. Students, now we are going to learn volcano. Student, what is a volcano? What is a volcano? Very simple. A volcano is a vent or an opening on the surface of the earth crust through which hot, solid, liquid, and gaseous materials, magma, erupt out to the surface from the earth interior. Students, volcanoes can be simply defined as an opening in the earth crust through which molten materials comes out from the interior of the earth. This material consists of lava, ash, hot molten rock, steam, gas, and solid rock particles. Student, very simple. The opening of the volcano is called a vent. A conical mountain may be formed around it. Crater of the volcano is a funnel-shaped basin surrounding the vent. Students, very important, on the basis of nature and frequently of eruptions, volcanoes are classified into three types: active volcanoes, dormant volcanoes, and extinct volcanoes. First, active volcanoes. Active volcanoes are also termed as living volcanoes. They erupt frequently and hurl out gases, ashes, lava, and rocks. A belt of such active volcanoes are found around the Pacific Ocean and is called the Ring of Fire. Some famous active volcanoes, Mount Etna, Italy, and a barren island in the Andaman Sea, India. Next, dormant volcanoes. Dormant volcanoes are those volcanoes which have not erupted from a long period. They are also termed as sleeping volcanoes. Mount Vesuvius in Italy is a dormant volcano. Dormant volcanoes become destructive when they come to life. Next, extinct volcanoes. Extinct volcanoes are inactive and therefore called dead volcanoes. Kilimanjaro in Africa and Rainier in the USA are examples of extinct volcanoes. Students, however, volcanoes cannot be addressed as extinct with completely certainty. Student, next, what are the effects? What are the effects? Volcanoes, two types of the effects. Constructive effects, next, destructive effects. Volcanic materials enrich the soil fertility that promotes agricultural activities. The hot volcanic region helps in generating geothermal energy. Many dormant and active volcanoes are the most attractive tourist spot of the world. Most of the volcanic materials are used as building materials. Student, what are the destructive effects? Volcanic eruption causes earthquakes, fast flood, mudslide, and rockfall. Lava can travel very far, burn, bury, and damage anything in its path. The large amount of dust and ash makes breathing hard and irritable. Student, the volcanic eruption can alter the weather condition and disrupt transport in and around the volcanic region. Okay, children. Now understand. Next class, we will see the exogenetic processes or external forces.